Columbus, Ohio. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. One of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today, he is close to going over 3,000 yards for the season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Wide receiver comes in motion. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tight end now in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, say it. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
So 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. To the air, it's Levitt. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He caught it. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They'll go play action with Ncaa. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40.
This quarterback was...
Yeah, buddy. We on that shit. Yeah.
Success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Back to throw. It's Levin. The sure hands. It's Green. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dances away. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. And the Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
In the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Release to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Looking for the edge, it's Jackson. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's Sayin to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Levin. Moving away from pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Here's a little room there. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Handoff, Caden Durham. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the red zone, it's Durham. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing. Say it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Busts through behind his pad. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Really, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Again, it's Ncaa. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Ncaa throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Delaware Blue Hens taking on the number 23 team, the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A quick pass to the left. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. LSU quick to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Levin. Finds his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Here's a give to Durham. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give to Caden Durham. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play, not tackle.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Levin. Grabbed outside the numbers. Touchdown LSU. Into the end zone for 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Now improvising. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Say it. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Wants to adjust the pattern. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Saying to throw for it on fourth. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout it.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Julian saying to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
To the air, it's Levitt. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Could be an alley. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Trying to take it back. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Way too late.
One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth.
What the fuck? Get your monkey ass off our sideline, bitch. Beat your big ass.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Come on, bro.
This guy must feel like
Take
he's
it,
run
bro.
into a
I'm gonna leave that
buzzsaw.
man alone.
He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense. And that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Bro, you gotta
The
catch
defense
the
is
ball,
in
bro.
great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was no way to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense.
They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. Saying back to the air.
I'll try that.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going
Look
against.
on that shit.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing.
Oh, he was going to throw it to me.
They're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And it's going to be hard for this offense.
Oh, he was going to throw it to me. He was going to throw it right to
They
me.
make these explosive plays, and now
That boy Jeremiah is getting locked
got to
up.
find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance.
Getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down.
Hey, 28, you better not get fried being all the way up here. Join back there.
4th down, say it.
That's me. I did it. I did it. That's me. What did I do?
I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. On the run, it's Berry. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Right down the middle. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he'll take it to the house.
We'll go to the bread and butter.
Touchdown!
I call it the bread and butter.
They extend this 4th quarter lead.
Bro, guys is trying to stop the pressure. Remember, there's something crazy. Pause.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach.
You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
God damn it, y'all got the safety, damn it. With my safety.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Throw it, say it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a
punt, and he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20.
Get these niggas out of here. Get these niggas out of here. Get their ass kicked.
Here in the 4th, as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
They want to let me fucking take a play.
Might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit
and make this game almost out of reach.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
I want his helmet in the fucking stands. Next to his mama.
Inside his own 5.
I ain't
He
no
was
hit,
looking
bro.
for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. And that is his 5th interception. A nightmare he is not waking up from.
We need one more to meet the yearly quota. We need 20 turnovers.
And now they're in business.
I think we got 19. Oh yeah, whooping their ass, taking off the largest bit.
Tigers sending out their offense ready
These
to
guys
get this
gonna be like last game.
With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exit.
Oh yeah, we out of there.
And you know the coach.
Oh, 11 finna get big. That nah, he too slow.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And we have
largest bit.
They score yet another
Get these niggas out of here, man.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel they've been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what you thought this was? Oh,
that ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
About to recruit another one.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Rodgers. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running.
Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Going to the ground. On his feet at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. LSU right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Fires left. Grabs it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Run in the red zone, it's buried. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. If there's time to pad the stats. Fires to the tight end. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really